viewers, Silent Service here, back with another video, and yeah, this is the Austria-Hungarian campaign again, and Russia's wanted a peace treaty with us. And I'm just making sure that the pinned message is saying that we do not have follower-only chat on the Twitch side, and yeah. So, as I'm recording this, the last recorded footage of, which was even the last time I played the Italian campaign, would have been sent off to YouTube. And yeah. So would have the first episode have been, but obviously not uploaded because tomorrow's up. Oh god, peace treaty failure. Canada's gone to Japan now. So they must have broke off their engagement with the Soviets. Armor forging we don't need right now. Big guns I would prefer covering, but what might be a better idea is cruisers. Rangefinders, rangefinding gear, rangefinders. But yeah, there's a light cruiser v light cruiser battle, so in this era it's press that button and fingers crossed. That's how much I despise these light cruisers from the earlier times. But yeah, the next turn, and it shall now prove whether or not a fleet that is facing a force twice its own numbers would succeed or not. Yep, building new ships, which should be have no effects with the Soviet Union. So it seems they still want a war with me. The Italians are playing a risky business. They are sending a fleet of ships. Isn't really going to do much though. After my ships. But yeah, also, if you look at the fleet numbers, no one got scrapped off camera. I mean, self-scrapping off camera. None of that happened, so we still have the 52 ships plus 4 in construction we had last time. Dave Mustaine has added more fuel to the fire. There is the Megadeth and Metallica feud. Army operations. Yeah, just hurry up and peace treaty already, because you know you lost this war. You know you've lost this war, Russia. You've already lost regions. You're losing your budget. Accept our peace treaty. Accept our peace offer. Agree. 1,000 tons. Hopefully going into 1903 would be peace. Peace in our time. War continues after yet more failed negotiations. Yeah, our dignitaries meet in The Hague and their meetings don't seem to go well. Meanwhile, the same two light cruisers from months ago fight again. And both cause damage to each other again. And we again ask in The Hague, via The Hague, Russia if they kindly want to have their peace treaty. I've got enough naval budget that I can agree to a peace treaty, no problem. Colombia has signed something with them. We cannot give you that. Coincidence 2 rangefinder and 5 turns, along with advanced battleship funnels. Well, more advanced, I should say. Hello there! Welcome! Russia again are... Here's the funny thing, both of our sides are saying, yeah, we want a peace treaty, but then Russia just can't take the agreement that they have indeed lost the war. Until now, they finally accepted that they've lost. We can't even take any location off of them. Well, I want your armoured cruiser fleet. Oh, I get 2 of your armoured cruisers. And then speaking of Colombia, well, mentioned them a turn or 2 ago, the Americans have decided that they want to invade. Okay. Right. Policies. Where do we stand in relations? Britain still want our heads on platters. Right, try and improve our British relationship. 2 turns and the battleships are out. 2 turns and we have the... You get battlecruisers in the 1910 start for USA, so... Although Dreadnought 2 you don't have by 1910 start. But yeah, 2 turns and our battleships are out. 3 turns, then we have our new thingy, rangefinder is available. The coincidence 2. Denmark would like a battleship. No. Our instinct was right, and we are improving relations with Britain. Actually, seeing as we're bringing in dreadnoughts, immediately undo all goodwill we had towards the British. Because next turn, we have our dreadnoughts coming out. Although the Prince Eugen I'm going to rename, because I want the Prince Eugen name to be used on a different ship. Well, one interesting thing I've been watching recently is The Masked Singer, and I had made a prediction with a friend of mine who also watched the series that the identity of Jacket Potato is the guitarist to, well, was the guitarist for Bon Jovi. I was correct. Right. Design. So that's our current dreadnoughts. Now I could start on a newer, more modernised dreadnought. Oh, hello there. Hello there, the nuclear strategist. Yeah, we got the first dreadnoughts, and now we're going to build new ones. Gonna build new ones. They're gonna still cover the ABX layouting, obviously, because we didn't get any more turret mechanism setups, but these guys I'm gonna be a bit more smarter with on the tonnage. Draws isn't gonna be that high, really. I'm going with this tower because aesthetically it looks better. And that one because the stats just to make up for the right, so speed here I want 21 knots. I want 21 knots as my minimum speed for this thing, and then if I so desire, I can speed up later. And some of you that were here in the last stream may remember I mentioned the possibility of a future Skyrim playthrough. That possibility is still in the works. Not because the game needs installing, but because I actually need to familiarise myself with the controls. Oh, God. Our weight issue. Again. Typical. But this has been a typical problem with my fleet this entire campaign, is our trouble with keeping ourselves within our weight limit. But I think it might be a bit easier now we have Krupp armor available to us. Anti-torpedo, double bottom, Citadel 2, anti-blood 2, reinforced bulkheads, standard, soft capped, capped ballistic. +500 word paper. Ah, God, you're lucky you get that little. Thank you very much. Then again, actually, when you do so in the music course I do, it's when you do as much work as I do, you can't sum it up in 500 in like that amount of words. It takes like a couple thousand to work to fully summarize what's done entirely. God, I'm finding it hard to structure my sentences. Oh, slightly halfway offsetted. There you go, that's as far there as that can go. Conning tower, 12-inch. Superstructure, 0.2 inch. Inner belt, 2. Inner deck, 0.5. Turrets, 13, 2, 10 will do. 13, 2 and 10. 4 and 2.5 will do there. Right, yeah. That's all set, that's all set, that's all set. I need a lower weight somewhere here. Second, if I reduce beam, that would reduce the amount of weight needed. That's sorted out the offset. Lower the range a bit. And yeah, we have our 2 battleships. I'm only going to build 2 of these because of I do not want to have a repeat of the tonnage disaster. So yeah, only 2. Only 2 will be built. Okay, maybe I could squeeze in 4. I've fallen into the same trap as I did last time. Same trap of building and then thinking I can... Yeah, same trap of thinking I could build and not have any problems. And then cause myself problems. Sorry about that. Coincidence 2 range finding gear. That would be nice to put on all the other battleships. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No, I can't do that, unfortunately. We are okay for money. It's better to discuss how to improve the relationship with the Americans. What is more pressing of matters? War. More specifically, with the Brits. August goes to September. I think on their own I can take Britain, but I originally didn't want to take Britain when I had Russia as a concern as well. For those of you viewers that were here in the last stream / video, dependent which platform you're watching on, and was like, but didn't you say you didn't want war with Britain or France? I implied that as not whilst I'm at war with Russia as well. 80% on the dockyards. In January of 1904, we should not have the dock overcap issue again. Colombia has signed an agreement with us. Fine. Just because you're a new relation to us, we will give you free light cruisers. Fire squad. Now, considering the fact you're being invaded by the Americans, if you survive, the ships are yours. They're not gonna survive. Look, chat, place your bets. Who's gonna win in that invasion? Uncle Sam or Columbia? Any cooperation will bring mutual benefit to us and France. Increased tensions with the Brits again. Thank you. Research. New light cruiser hull. New light cruiser hull, bigger docks. Do you want to know one thing I'm actually finding a bit funny in the modern cruise ship industry right now? Yeah, the Brits have been angry at me ever since I went to war with Russia. France have at least gotten over some of their hate they had for me, but Britain, they haven't been able to get over the hatred of me. Improve relations with France this next turn. Dockyard building again. Thank you. Right. Battleship suspending helps dockyard size, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It does. It never used to, so that's one thing they fixed. But one thing I'm finding funny in the cruise ship industry as of current is that you know the MV Astoria, ex-MS Stockholm, the ship known for sinking Andrew Doria. Yeah, that thing isn't being scrapped, and surprisingly, the current owners of the ship are still trying to sell it, of course, but they've actually openly announced that they are not selling it to anyone whose intention is to just scrap the ship. And the United States failed in their invasion of Colombia. Colombia, keep the ships that I have started building for them. Right. So, there's a potential within the next few turns that me and my in real life country I'm a part of will be at war with each other. No, they're Brits. I expect their ships will be running on tea. Instead of coal or oil, their ships just run on tea. Same for real life as well. Oh, gosh. We should gather the press and announce we're going to war! Reduce the unrest level. This is war, and I know exactly what I'm going to start with. Send the entire polar fleet, which includes which includes at least one of our dreadnoughts, down to Malta, in the central Mediterranean. Send the other dreadnought there as well. Oh, there's another dreadnought there, so... Here's hoping they just pass through without attacking the ships that I am sending over to invade their Malta holding. We cannot source battleship out. naval invasion of Malta, starting next turn. It's good to have countries that rely on us. Policies. The Americans want to improve relations. I will allow. Finish designing battlecruiser with 11-inch guns. That's quite light on the caliber there, bud. Although, if it's your only Mark III gun, I'll give you a pass. I don't want to ally with the Germans because allying with the Germans is a horrible idea. Yep, start battle, and it's an immediate, you know the drill. Turn and run. Yep, turn and run. Ah, end battles available. End battle. Yep, draw for both sides. No one died. Looks like a PT boat. It's essentially what they are these days because they're not actual destroyers because they don't have the whole form or anything of a destroyer. They're basically just what's the word? Torpedo boats that someone decided that we'll just call it a destroyer instead. You know what? I'm actually going to do a smart thing here and no, not Teams, Twitch up on my phone so then I can check chat that way and not impede any more of my playing of the game. Okay, from now on, anything put up in chat I can see via my phone. so I won't need to exit UAD anymore for that reason. Prepare for the worst case scenario. We're in a war against Britain and we are winning, believe it or not. Well, as much as you can call winning. Next turn, and then we will see whether or not Malta is ours, or if Malta is now just, well, yeah, it's still British territory. If we succeed in Malta, we will go to Gibraltar. This is really concerning. Yes, we have Malta. Okay, so next stop, Gibraltar. Two battleships, two CLs will also make their way towards Gibraltar. And then in this next turn, we shall begin the invasion of Gibraltar, which shouldn't take that long, considering it's only basically... it's only one city. It's only one city with a small port, and that is about it. So, yeah, naval invasion, Gibraltar, yes. It takes more turns than Malta for bloody Gibraltar. Well, one thing for me is that I'm finding it quite funny that a place that is smaller than the island I just invaded for 4 turns takes half the amount longer than... Oh, God. 2 turns on those. Dreadnought improvements gets me experimental dreadnought. I'll focus on that after finishing the... 2 turns there, and then once those 2 turns are done, I can then carry on the construction of the member of that class that had been neglected. I had to carry on the construction because of the no ship scrapping rule / law that was passed through. But yeah, if I have any say in it, it will not be long that the Brits will have control over their use of the Gibraltar Straits. Okay, so our new battleships have made an appearance into service. I don't want to fight that one right now. Better 12-inch guns, it's good. Fleet. Your construction has been resumed, good sir. So yeah, we're using up 25,000 tons of our allotted dock space. 2 more turns and then we have Gibraltar. Well, hopefully we have Gibraltar, and then it would mean that the Brits would have to go through Africa to get to us. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more would ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take the tides to the things we never had. I still need to work on my pitch control with that song. AKA me admitting I'm a horrible singer. Nothing new there. I'm thinking though, if we can then go and get Limassol, then the Brits have been kicked out of the Mediterranean. I don't see a war happening between our countries. Yeah, we can lower the naval budget a bit. Yes, Gibraltar is ours, which means that Britain can no longer use the Straits of Gibraltar. When they kick at your front door, how you gonna come? With your hands on your head or on the trigger of your gun? When the law breaking. You know what, actually, no, I'm gonna... Shut up, we're singing Guns of Brixton. Yep. Showways. Denmark want a destroyer. Okay, we'll give you... We're not selling battleships to people. You guys can't use the Gibraltar Strait. Guys have to go the long way if you want to head back to Britain. If you want to get anywhere, you have to use the long way, Britain. They have to use the Suez. That's actually a good thing for me. Oh yeah, did you... Fun fact, well, for viewers, you know, actually, no, I'm not going to say that fun fact, because, I probably... Yeah, I'm not going to say that fact. Could I one? What are we focusing on research-wise? Layout, maybe, something. Yeah, turn there. At least make sure in roleplay that one of them gets turned to a museum. Like hell, in the Italian playthrough I had the Department of Naval Historical Preservation, or... Okay. No. That was a victory. What did we lose? Fuck. You know when you have force of habit? I've just had one of those. Yeah, for a couple of turns we're over dot cap. Gotta suspend the destroyers, because if I scrap them... You know what, actually just resume everything. Resume everything, we'll have everything be sorted out in their own due course. Well, in this campaign, like I said, it's illegal for me to scrap ships. So, yeah, what my end result of my dreadnoughts is, they are either going to be in service to the end, or sunk. Simple, really. Service to the end or sunk. Surely something like that I would normally scrap. Even something like that as well, 9 months, but I can't. What happened? Probably one of the old Russian cruisers got scrapped, well, got damaged badly or something and sank in dock. Sank in docks that were too deep for it to be recovered. Well, no, actually, it probably wasn't one of the Russian ones. There's a battle. Will we actually? I think we can actually fight them. No, Germany, we're not being allied. Interesting. Japan have decided to join the party. I'll fight this one. Light cruiser and light cruiser. Fight this one, then end of stream, so... Fight then, out of the stream. My 4-inch spam boats. My 4-inch Dakar boats, as some viewers would probably call them. AKA Robbo, mainly. Japan is nothing to fear! Try saying that when there's a potential at some point, I honestly don't know, that they could get a battle cruiser with 12-inch guns that has how many turrets was it? 9 twin turrets, centerline. Well, no, not centerline, but they could get like 9 or 9 turrets of 12-inch on a broadside with heavy shells and all the best stuff set up for it and everything. Go high explosives, you have more high explosives. Set bar on a flame. Oh Just by cheesing the system a bit, we've won that battle. Just by cheesing the system up, they caught fire but really badly before the flash fires could kill us. I'm sorry, but that's not going to work on the after action report. Because our captains know that if any hint of fireworks is found on the ships, as in like... Yeah, if any hint of fireworks is found on the ships, then the entire crew get executed. True. My navy's brutal like that. Hello there, Renegade Marine. You had a battle run out of time. I actually had that in the British campaign once. It was the last battle, actually, in that campaign, and was the first battle in which a class of battleships I made called the Duran Duran class. You can guess what the other names were. What, you're laughing that I named a ship after Duran Duran there, the user here with the 007 at the end of the name. I'm just gonna refer you as 007 because I can't say the first bit before the 007 in your username, so I'll just refer you as 007. Agent Bond. Ah, without fuel, you mean? And great. Okay, so the Americans want war. Fuck. I'll agree to the exchange. Just no war with America, please. Germany have gone to war with Japan. Germany has gone to war with Spain. Right. So on our repairs, we are doing okay. We have a Russian cruiser in our midst. Mainly because we stole it off the Russians in peace treaties. Yeah, 71,000 tons. I will go into 1906, then ran out of ammo as well. 20 battle cruiser in. My God. Even I in the campaign setup that I'm doing, where I have to share design every single ship. I'm having all battle cruisers have a minimum speed of 25 knots. Even in the nation I've set in the rulebook that they have to have their ships be cheap, useless pieces of junk. China. I say about an hour is a good time for the stream, so yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream, viewers. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Although tomorrow it would be a Skyrim stream, not a Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts stream. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, hope to see you again. Silent server's going silent.